the preparation is done in the vineyard beforehand. The quality of the grapes is not negotiable. So we only use the best grapes for the Rooiberg Pinotage Reserve. And then Rooiberg Pinotage Reserve is like making a painting because it's your passion for the grapes and the creativity that you have in the cellar. So we do a lot of time and hard work in the cellar to create this wine. And then on the palate you have a lot of banana flavors with strawberry, red currant and black currant with some vanilla notes from the French oak barrels.
The wines are made in the vineyard, and the soils, the slopes, direct sunlight. We are northwest facing, so you get nice warm sun rays which ripen the grapes. Bottleray Hills are only about 18 kilometers from the False Bay, so you get cooling winds that prevail. Those are all factors that are important in the vineyard, as well as 40-year-old vines which were planted by my grandfather. So there are many factors that contribute to making, a special wine like that. Sweet red cherry fruits, some banana flavors on the nose. It's well structured, soft tannins. We put it in 100% new wood, so that French oak gives it the elegance, and the wood tannins dry out the sweet fruit, so gives a nice long finish too.
Our vineyards are planted on shale soils. It's a low potential soil, and our rootstocks is regressive growers. Because Pinotage is such a strong grower, it normally gives you a high yield, and it can sometimes, if you don't be careful, give you a wine that's a bit too thin. But we make sure that we get a very low yield by breaking out a lot of shoots and the leaves at the early stage of ripening. So we get a lot of sunlight onto the bunches, which is beneficial, or which is important for color production and fruit production, and also obviously for making the tannins nice and soft. And we've got 3 different blocks of Pinotage that we produce this wine from, and we vinify everything separate, and this enables me to make quite a complex wine in the cellar by blending it just before bottling. So I've got a choice of about 60 barrels where I can choose from different selections and just select the best basically barrels for this specific reserve. Our wine's got a broad spectrum of flavors. It's got, because I do choose from a different blocks, and I get anything that ranges from red berry to ginger to black currant, the licorice flavors, blueberry characters, and a slight bit of vanilla, but it's actually just in the background, and that comes from the use of quality oak. So yeah, the wine has got everything that you want in Pinotage, and except coffee. We drink coffee before or after. Thank you.
The grapes come from a 14-year-old dryland bushvine block in Paarl. We focus a lot on the timing of every viticultural practice we do, from pruning, casting of grapes, and the day we harvest. We think it's very important to concentrate the flavors we want. And in the cellar we do fermentation in open fermenting tanks with punch downs every 2 hours to get maximum color and optimum mouthfeel. After fermentation we do malactic fermentation in new French oak barrels, 100% new. And after malactic fermentation we do 1 rack and return back to the same barrels, and we age the wine for 18 months. We try and get a lot of prune and cherry with a little bit of banana, and we get the same flavors on the aftertaste. It's a wine that will age well. It's got a big extract, and that's what we want. We want a big dark wine that can age with a lot of fruit and a little bit of wood to support it.
The grapes came from the Koelenhof region itself. It's quite a cool area. It was fermented into a 40-ton fermenter tank with a continuous rotation of blades inside it. With this movement, the grapes get a continuous punch down action, And we also have a compressed air into the tank that helps with the breakup of the cake, and so that the juice get in contact with the grapes the whole time. And also that you don't get a reductive wine at the end of the day. And then also the flavors are really nice. I love the wine. It's got a nice licorice on the nose and smooth tannins. It's got a really good structure. I think it helped that I put the wine in barrels for 24 months. And that's a nice thing about Pinotage. It's something totally different. And you can have a lot of Pinotages that's still very good wines, and every single one has got a different flavor onto it, or different structure.
Die Swartland en Dalo Pinotage 2007 is alles gemaak van 100% Swartland druiwe wat afkomstig is van Bostock, wat vir jou klein korrels gee en baie gekonsentreerde geure. En dan die kleur is ook baie donker intens, wat typies is van die Swartland druiwe. En dan dink ek dis 'n elegante wyn. Op die neus kry jy toffee, karamel geure met 'n lekker ryp cherry geure wat op die smaak gekomplementeer word met sy silkie, sagte, ryp tannine geure wat dan gekomplementeer word met pruim en die lekker ryp vars kersie geure ook, en die wyn het 'n lekker lang nasmaak.
Well, I think Welbedacht, up against the Groenberg in the Wellington area, is renowned for its decomposed granite soils, which contributes a lot to the aromas of the wine. That, coupled with the fact that we apply traditional methods to make the wine, makes it quite special. We've got open cement fermenters. We use an old wooden basket press and small oak casks. So we try and keep it natural and short and sweet. I think now in its youth it displays quite a lot of oak flavour still. It's spicy, it's chocolatey, but with age will come more of the fruit flavour.
The block is situated at 700 meters on the foothills of the Breda River Valley in the mountain range. And yeah, it's the way we handle the grapes in the cellar. Everything is done by hand, berries are sorted by hand, and then fermentation in your traditional open-top fermenters, manual punch downs, and then also we fill the barrels by gravity. So we try to keep mechanization out of it, and as least possible pumping of the wine. Taste-wise, a lot of explosion of berry fruit flavors on the palate and on the nose, and the wood complements that berry flavors that we get. Some vanilla and some spicy oak flavors that come through on the nose and on the palate. At Flagstone we have a saying: wine should do one small simple thing, it should add joy to life.